this is Sumit, and we have started a previous year question based series for NET JRF, and this will be helpful for all the serious NET aspirants and all the literature lovers. In this video, we are going to discuss only 5 questions, but these 5 are going to be important and these will be discussed with due detail so that after the discussion we are able to answer any other question related or similar to that question. So let's move on to our first question without wasting any time. In Francis Burney's novel Evelina, the eponymous heroine comes out in society in 2 locations. They are: first option, Bath and Bristol, Bristol and Leeds, Bath and London, Bristol and London. So the correct answer for this one is Bristol and London. The full name of this novel is Evelina, or the history of a young lady's entrance into the world. This was first published in 1778 and it was published anonymously, but later on a poet named George Hertford revealed the name of the author in a poem which Burney himself called a wild poem. Evelina was an epistolary novel in 3 volumes. In this novel, Evelina is an unacknowledged but legitimate daughter of an English aristocrat named Sir John Belmont and his wife Caroline Belmont. Evelina was raised by Reverend Arthur Villiers, and this novel is a satire on the 18th century society. The next question is, which of the following lines by Shakespeare is repeated several times in Virginia Woolf's novels Mrs. Dalloway? Option A is, if music be the food of love, play on. Fear no more the heat of the sun, nor the furious winter's rages. Those are pearls that were his eyes. There is a tide in the affairs of man. The correct answer for this one is B. Fear no more the heat of the sun, nor the furious winter's rages. This novel was published on 14th May 1925 and it describes a day in life of Clarissa Dalloway, a 51-year-old fictional high society woman in the post-First World War England. She is wife of Richard and mother of Elizabeth. She is preparing for a party to be hosted in the evening. Clarissa and Septimus both love Shakespeare, but these lines from the play Cymbeline are continuously haunting them throughout the novel. The play Cymbeline by Shakespeare was also known as Tragedy of Cymbeline or Cymbeline, King of Britain. The play is set in ancient Britain and is based on the legends of the early Celtic British king Cunobeline. This play deals with the themes of innocence and jealousy. Now let's see where are the lines in other options from. The lines in option A, if music be the food of love, play on, is from Shakespeare's play Twelfth Night. The Duke Orsino of Ilaria opens the play with these lines. The lines in option C is Ariel's song, a verse passage from The Tempest by Shakespeare. It consists of 2 stanzas to be delivered by the spirit Ariel. Lines in option D are from Julius Caesar. These are spoken by Brutus. Moving to the next question, identify the important theatres of the Elizabethan period. First, Peacock and Globe, Globe and Swan, Globe and Grand, and Peacock and Grand. The correct answer for this question is Globe and Swan. The Peacock Theatre, which was previously known as the Royalty Theatre, is in the city of Westminster near Portugal Street. The Globe, which is an Elizabethan theatre, was opened in 1599 in Southwark on the south bank of the River Thames, which is now known as Bankside. Other major theatres in that area were the Swan, the Rose, and the Hope. Most of Shakespeare's plays after 1599, including Julius Caesar, Macbeth, Othello, King Lear, and Hamlet, were staged in the Globe Theatre. The Swan is also in Southwark, London. It was built between 1594 and 1596 during the first half of Shakespeare's career. The Grand, also known as Leeds Grand Theatre and Opera House is in the centre of Leeds, West Yorkshire, England. Moving on to the next, we have, in which poem does Matthew Arnold express the dilemma of wandering between two worlds, one dead, the other powerless to be born? Option A is Self-Dependence. Option B is Stanzas from the Grand Chartreuse. C. To a Republic Friend. D. Dover Beach. The correct answer for this one is Stanzas from the Grand Chartreuse. Matthew Arnold was feeling permanently displaced in the world in which he lived when he wrote this poem. Moving on to our next question. Who made the comment that all modern American literature comes from one book by Mark Twain called Huckleberry Finn? Henry James, William Faulkner, Jack London, or Ernest Hemingway? The correct answer for this one is Ernest Hemingway. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn was first published in UK in December 1884 and in US in February 1885. Hemingway made this comment in 1935. The story in the book is told in first person by Huckleberry Huck Finn, who is the narrator of two other novels of Twain, Tom Sawyer Abroad and Tom Sawyer Detective. Huck is a friend of Tom. This book is a direct sequel to The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and describes the people and places along the Mississippi River. This is a satire on racism. The racial slur nigger has been frequently used in this book. Huck, a boy about 13 or 14 years, is brought up by his alcoholic father, Pap. Widow Douglas, a kind woman, took Huck and tries to civilize him, believing it as her Christian duty. So that's all for today. Please comment in the comment box if you want us to increase the number of questions per video, and like the video, share it with your friends whom you think this will be helpful to. We will be continuing this series of previous year questions and will be probably posting a video daily. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and also press the bell icon for latest notification update. Bye for now, and we'll see you in another awesome video related to English literature and this previous year question series. Thank you.